Hi guys, I'm Andy and welcome back to Backpacking UK. Right, today, Naturehike Star River 2 upgraded 2-person backpacking tent. It's a true backpacking tent, this one. Weighs just 2.1 kilos all in. Now this 2-person camping tent has got 2 doors, so it's got 2 entrances. It's got 2 vestibule areas to keep all your belongings in there. The Star River 2 upgraded has a 20D nylon fabric with a 4000 hydrostatic head rating. Means it's really water repellent as well as being super strong too. It also includes aluminium poles and aluminium stakes, and it includes a footprint too. Now personally, I think the Star River 2 is a cracking tent, often gets overlooked for the Cloud Up 2, the Monga 2 and the Cloud Peak 2. But once you see this review, see the tent inside and out, I'm sure you'll agree it's an absolutely cracking backpacking tent. So what I'm going to do, just going to show you the contents of this tent, and then we're going to get it pitched and we'll have a good look inside and out. And if you haven't before, check out this cool, cheers.
Hi, I'm Zach from Park Wanderers, and today I wanted to review the Hyke and Byke Zion 2-person tent. It's become my favorite backpacking and camping tent that I've used the past year. We spent a lot of time researching a backpacking and camping tent. We finally stumbled across the Hyke and Byke brand and the Zion 2-person tent that we ended up picking up. We used this tent pretty much all of last year. We absolutely love it. It's been great throughout summer, fall, some winter camping. The design and specs of this tent is really great. It competes with some of those higher priced brands. It's almost identical to the MSR tents. So we thought this was a really great budget option for us to get started. So we're gonna run through the specs of the tent. We'll go through what comes inside the bag, and we'll go over setting up the tent. I did want to mention that we actually bought this tent ourselves and we really enjoy using it. With so many gear options on the market today, we really hope our review helps you make a more informed decision for your next tent purchase.
The Zion 2-person tent weighs in at 6.2 pounds. It can also be used with just the rainfly, poles, and footprint for a lightweight version, which comes in at 3.7 pounds, and it also comes in a variety of different colors.
Everything comes packaged nicely inside the carrying case, but most importantly, it comes with the footprint. We have the tent poles. We have our waterproof rainfly. And then you have the mesh tent body and the stakes and the proprietary stake press that the Zion comes with. So I have a nice flat spot right next to me. And stay tuned for our next adventure.
What's up guys? I have the Bryce 2-person tent from Paria Outdoor Products today. I'm out in the Uintas with a good friend of mine and been able to have a really great time, and it helps to have a product like this to make enjoying the outdoors that much more. So you're looking at a 2-person tent that is made from a ripstop polyester, and I'll get into the benefits of that here in a minute, but a really nice 3-season tent that has a lot of great features to it. It's a really lightweight tent that falls into 3 pounds 14 ounces. That's a really great amount of weight for what you get from this tent. Even though that polyester is a little bit heavier fabric, you still get a really lightweight package in this setup. So what you've got basically is a full rectangular body of the tent that has a nice bathtub floor. You've got a hub system style pole where it arches over the front, arches over the back. So there you go guys, that is the Bryce 2-person tent from Paria Outdoor Products. Fantastic product. It is held up very well for the nights that we've had up here in the Uintas. Highly recommend it. So I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you out on the trail.
What's up guys? View this GEERTOP two-person, four seasons tent. Like I said, this is 4 seasons, so it's going to be built to withstand some of the harshest weather conditions you can put it in. The top of this thing, the overall height of the structure when it's fully erect is 39.37 inches, so almost 40 inches tall. The overall packaged length, so when it's compacted and in your pack, it's going to take up roughly 18 inches of length there, and the overall weight of this thing when it's compacted is 6.17 pounds. And so this makes for a really good ultra lightweight option, but when you're looking at tents in this caliber, you got to be cautious of the size and the weight. So you don't want to get something that uses so robust of materials that is so thick and it just weighs so much, right? You don't want to get something that's so that weighs so much and takes up so much space. You want to get something that is fairly lightweight and fairly compact, but not so lightweight and compact that it uses subpar materials, because you don't want to sacrifice the quality of the structure at the same time. So you want to find that good happy median there where you're still getting a lot of good quality but not adding too much weight and size to the overall setup of your gear. So the fly of this thing is a 20D waterproof silicone coated nylon, and the seams are taped, so you don't have to worry about that. Everything's got taped seams on this thing. The inner tent itself is a 210T breathable polyester, plus it has some high density fine nylon mesh. The floor is a 210T waterproof coated polyester, and it is seam taped as well. And like I said, this is a 4 seasons tent, so it's going to withstand some of the harshest weather conditions.
This tent is the MoKo 3-person tent, and I have been loving it. There was a very strong hailstorm and we had continuous rain during that whole process, that whole camping trip, and I was snug in there. I was fine. There was no leakage, nothing like that. I was just comfortable. I had plenty of space in there. Now we're out here camping in late November in the Jemez Mountains in New Mexico, so we're high in elevation. We've had continuous snow. The snow's already melting, but I don't know if you can tell. We have some. And I was happy with it. It was just a little cramped, especially when you have all your gear in there. So I was definitely in the market for something a little larger, and they ended up contacting me. And I really like this tent because it's just very spacious. And it also has this little porch segment right here. Now you can close this up. There's Velcro, and then there's zipper. But here's the entrance to my tent, but I have this open if I want. And during summer when we were having the hailstorm, I was just hanging out up here, just enjoying it. I was safe from, getting hit, but I really like that. I think that's just something that isn't necessary, but at the same time, it's a welcome feature. And I didn't think I was going to need it, but I find myself enjoying it a lot more than I think I would. So let's go ahead and open this up so you guys can see the inside. And then, like typical tents, you have your bug nets. So during the summertime, you don't want creepy crawlies getting in there. So there you go. And you want ventilation. So, typical. Now, what makes this tent a little different, at least from the tents that I've used previously, is that there's 2 layers. If you notice, there's the outer layer, the outer shell, and then you attach the inner part with these loops. So then you have the inner shell. And that definitely helps because it gives you multiple layers in case there's rain and all that stuff. Home sweet home for the next couple days. It is quite spacious. Like I said, my previous tent was nice. If you're interested in this tent, guys, and once again, I highly recommend it. I've been very pleased with it. Keep us getting out here, having adventures, making videos, and all that stuff. So I highly appreciate it.